I don't even feel like that was loud enough, to be honest, but I don't want to wake up my roommates or disturb them. You're really gonna be down there? Okay. My dog's on the floor and she won't move because I'm trying to move. I know you guys can't see her, but she's so cute. But yo, what up you guys, it's your girl Kenzie and welcome back to my channel. It is October! I know I should sound excited, but like I said, my roommates are home and I don't want to disturb them because they're studying, sleeping, watching TV, doing whatever, so. So I thought I would start off this crazy month of October / Halloween with a scary book review. And I know this book ain't really that scary, ain't really that spooky, whatever, but for a lot of monsters, it is. I'm going to be talking about the new book that recently came out about a couple of months ago, maybe 3 months ago, maybe during the summer, don't remember when. It's called The Slayer. It is so good. I'm so excited to read it, but before I get into this video, I have a couple of things. One disclaimer: if you guys have never seen Buffy the Vampire Slayer or even just started watching it and haven't finished watching it all the way through, stop watching this video right now. You gotta watch all the series, all the seasons of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, because this book is very confusing without even watching the show for real. So if you're really big Buffy the Vampire Slayer and you actually have watched all the series, like all the season, then you can stay here and watch. But if you haven't, I'm sorry, it's going to be very confusing, just letting you know. And before I get into this video, if you're new to my channel, please hit the subscribe button down below and click that little bell, that post notification, because you get notified with a new video whenever I post a new video every single week. And like I've been saying, this month is going to be crazy because I'm going to be posting book reviews, scary Halloween makeup tutorials, this and that, whatever, sporadically. So if you guys want to know when I post them this month, you should really click that little bell so you get notified. Now, without further ado, let's get into this video. I actually have notes on here. I know you guys can't see it, but I have like 2 books so far that I've been reading. I'm on a 3rd book right now. But you guys know me, I'm gonna pull up my little Amazon and read the reviews right now. Slayer t-shirt, yes. Funny thing is, guys, that this is actually the 1st book, and the 2nd book's not even out yet, so when I make upset, because I'm like, it was so good. I'm like trying to get to reviews and all I see is an excerpt from the book, and I'm like, I'm not trying to watch the excerpt. Alright, here we go. So there's 96 customer ratings and it's a 4.2 out of 5. And I actually love this picture right here. I don't know if you can see it, but the person has the Slayer book. There's a couple of them. One has her laptop and watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer while the book is there. So that's just kind of funny. So I'm gonna read it and let's get into it. Guys, know I had to. So most of the reviews have been pretty good that I've been seeing, so I was like, okay, let's read more. And so there's a 5% 1 star, 5% 2 star. And I actually like this one. 2 people found this one helpful. And this was written back in January, so I guess that's around the time the book came out, maybe. It says, Do not read if you're a Buffy fan. What a joke. Oh wow, this person like gave like a list. I was like 1, 2, like 10 things. Like what in the world? Person was like, I like vampire books, but this one just wasn't for me. I think my favorite one was like, not if you're not a fan, and of course the number one, be like, this is what's wrong with it, this is what's wrong with it, this is what's wrong with it. But overall, the ratings are pretty cool. Let me actually find the description and not the excerpt. It says here, I like how it begins in every generation a Slayer is born. Like I literally, let me see if I can find that excerpt, because that's just like, that's just, I have to go all the way to Hulu for this.
Can you believe it's Halloween already?
Halloween!
Presented by Geico.
In every generation there is a chosen one. She alone will stand against the vampires, the demons, and the forces of darkness. She is the Slayer.
Does anyone remember that? That's just like, ugh. Alright, anyways, it says, Nina and her twin sister, Artemis, these names are so hard to pronounce, by the way, are far from normal. It is hard to be when you grow up at a Watchers Academy, which is a bit different from your average boarding school. Here, teens are trained as guides for Slayers, girls gifted with the supernatural strength to fight the forces of darkness. But while Nina's mother is a prominent member of the Watchers Council, Nina has never embraced the violent Watchers lifestyle. Instead, she follows her instincts to heal, carving out a place for herself in the school medic. It says, until the day Nina life changes forever. Thanks to Buffy, the famous and infamous Slayer that Nina's father died protecting, which again, you have to... Nina is not only the newest chosen one, she's the last Slayer ever, period. As Nina hones her skills as a watcher in training, Leo, as Nina hones her skill with her watcher and trainer, Leo, there's plenty to keep her occupied. A monster fighting ring, if I can speak English today, a demon who eats happiness, a shadow figure that keeps popping up in Nina's dreams. But it's not until bodies start turning up that Nina's new powers will truly be tested, because someone she loves might be next. One thing is clear, being chosen is easy and making choices is hard. Yeah, no, but while I was reading the reviews, what came up was that at least we got to see it from the Watcher's point of view in the book. And that is true. Literally. Like, if you guys... Thank you. If you guys have watched the show, you see it through Buffy's perspective and, of course, her friend's perspective. And that's it. You don't see it through the Watcher's perspective. You just hear the badness of the Watchers, and as you actually see the good in the Watchers, but also what they do on the sidelines after Buffy fired them and said, I quit, I don't want to be part of the council, whatever, in the show, which again, you gotta watch. I think it's a really good book overall. I would rate it out of 5, of course like a 4.5 out of 5. I wouldn't say it was like the best book overall, but it did keep me intrigued. There's a lot of people riding their bikes today. What the heck? I was like, oh, I know Kenzie's gonna be recording her video in front of her window. Let's just ride our bikes down. Like, I think that's like the 5th bike I've seen. I have good ADD today. This is what I get for having a big ass window. Back to my point of the book. So there's main characters, and this is why I wrote down stuff like the main characters are Nina, which goes which her real name's Athena, but she goes by Nina, Artemis, who's her twin sister, Helen, who is her mom, Rise, who is her gay best friend for life, Leo, who is her watcher in training, Bradford Smith, who is the Watcher Council, and there's so many more people as well in the book, like Leo's mom. I edited it out, but I sneezed. Like, there's so many characters that I couldn't write in there, but of course there's Rise, boyfriend as well in there. Of course, what show wouldn't be or book be without the gay person in there? Because in the show, Buffy's best friend Willow was straight. You know, she was in love with, God, I can't remember his name. Love with the guy that became a werewolf, and also, why can't I remember people's names anymore? It's just like, you guys are just gonna be looking at me and be like, why doesn't she know her favorite people's names? That's because, guys, I'm not that good. Xander. I hate myself for not knowing the people's name. But then later on throughout the show, Willow learns that after her boyfriend leaves her, that she's actually gay. And I think that's like the most powerful thing about Buffy, besides a female being a geek and fighting evil, which is what a lot of people... A lot of fur everywhere today. I hate you. But also because, you know, that Willow is kind of like the first person to come out besides Ellen on like a show like that, I'm guessing. It's just a very empowering moment, to be honest. And I think the book has a very empowering stuff too, because it does keep Buffy in there. It's just more of the dream state, because... Why am I burping so much? I'm being mean to my dog. I'm supposed to look at my dog than film, apparently. But anyways, yeah, no, I feel like the book is just very empowering overall, because you just see the choices that Nina has to make, because Nina has dreams, like Buffy had dreams in like the show, which were her prophet dreams that may or may not come true. And so Nina was given the gift when she became the Slayer to have those dreams, and she either had to act, you know, strategically as, you know, as a Slayer or as a Watcher, and she had to choose how to do it. And her sister was pulling her back, being like, no, you don't do anything, we're gonna do everything, you just stay put. So again, she had to learn through her sister and through herself and Buffy how to act like a Watcher and also a Slayer as well. Do I think this is a scary book? No. Do I think it's a great book? I think it's a great book overall if you're a former Buffy the Vampire Slayer, like I am. When I first saw this book and I was like, Slayer, huh? And I read it, just the description, I was just so excited to read it, because it was just like, oh, this is so nice, this and that. When I started reading it, I was like, oh wow, that's so cool, because you actually see the thought of a vampire and the council in there as well. Because again, how Buffy is a prophet, you know, throughout all the history that she's been through, apparently Nina and her sister are also part of her prophet as well, which again, you won't find out until Chosen, which won't come out until next year, which is very saddening for me to read the first book and be like, awesome, let's read the second book, let's find out. That's what I hate about like reading a book that first comes out and you're like, awesome, great, and then you realize that the next book won't come out until like next year, or in 2020, 2021, 2025, the year 2021. Anyone remember that reference? Huh? Anyone remember that reference? Huh? I need help. With that being said, if you guys like this video so much, please give it a very big thumbs up, because you know that's very helpful. Comment down below what do you want me to read. Any spooky related books. If that wobbled, I'm so sorry. That's my dog. What scary books I should read for this month? I have a lot of books to read from like my friends and everyone. Friends? What friends? I don't have any friends. From like people that I know, I should say. All my social media will be linked in the description below. You know, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that will be down in the doobity box below. I know I didn't like address this in the beginning because of my hair, but I'm not going to, so let's just get on with it. And like I said in the beginning, if you're new to my channel, please hit the subscribe button down below or right there. And even check out my last video, it'll be right there. I love you all so much, and I'll catch you in the next new video pretty soon. Whatever. I don't know what my new saying anymore. Bye, guys.